We're back on Blitz with our weekly phone interview, joined now by Brian Allison, head football coach for the Union County Panthers. Brian, appreciate your time on Blitz.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Now, Coach, you're off to a great 4-1 start, which is the best you've had since 2008, which was your first year at Union County, if I'm not mistaken on that. Just how good is your team compared to what you've seen in years past? I know that there was a 9-0 start at Union County back in 2001.
I think our team's comparable. I don't think it's probably more comparable to the 2001 team because we don't have any just superstars on this team. It's a full team effort, and we were really athletic in 2008. We had Blake Gowda went to Vanderbilt, Colt Owenby, and several of those guys. I hate to mention them all for leaving them out, but just those two are just super athletes, and I think we're a little better on defense than we were in 2008. I think this team is progressing each week. We seem to be getting a little better each week, and so I don't know how good we are yet, and I think that we're certainly not good enough at this point in time to take any team that we play lightly, and that's our challenge this week. We've got a Riverside team that's very athletic, and we just got to make sure that we do the right things this week and prepare for them.
Yeah, like you said, it's kind of hard to determine where your team is at. You've had a pair of close games where you've won 3 points over Towns County, big rivalry game there, 7 over Oglethorpe. But then you've also had 2 blowouts, winning by 16 over Fannin and 26 over Andrews, North Carolina. Do you think that's a difference in competition, or do you just kind of trying to find out where your team is at right now?
Well, I think a little bit of finding out where they're at. We really came into the year very inexperienced, which is unlike the other 2 years that you've been talking about. We've had a lot of inexperience at receiver and on the offensive line and up front on defense coming in. But I think schedule-wise, it's obviously not quite as strong as it was in 2008, and maybe more similar to 2001, maybe not quite as strong as then. But, the close games, we've been fortunate enough to win them, and to be honest with you, in those close games, we've just played really bad in the second half.
Right. Well, Coach, you're 1-1 in 8AA, so and that's at the halfway point through the season. What do the Panthers have to do you think, to get in that top 4 come season's end and into the state playoffs?
Well, I think if you'll look back at the games that we've played bad against Towns, we had turnovers in the second half and didn't respond to some adversity. Against Andrews in the second half, we had a couple of turnovers there. And I think we've got to make sure we take care of the football and we're able to control the ball a little bit on offense. And we have to play sound on defense. We really have not put together a complete game to date, but where we've played 2 really good halves. And, we've got to just keep reaching toward that goal to put a full game together and to play 4 quarters.
Now, Coach, last question for you, and then we'll let you go. But the 2 biggest tests for you this season actually come in 2 of your last 3 games, Rabun and Jefferson. That's 2 powerhouse teams. Those games could certainly have playoff implications. What are your feelings on both of those games in particular to close out the season? And both of those, by the way, are on the road, which probably doesn't help things, right?
Well, I can't really worry about those right now, and really haven't thought that much about them. I'm here to tell you we're just ready to we got to play Riverside this week.
Yeah,
that's our main focus. If we don't take care of that business, those others really don't matter. So I'm sure both of them are really good football teams. Haven't paid any attention to them. I haven't watched them. I know they're both well coached, and I know it'll be a great challenge for us with both of them, but really just haven't focused or looked at them a whole lot, and so I can't really answer that other than if it gets to that point and those games are playoff implication games, then, hopefully our kids will get up and we'll be ready to play.
Well, Brian, as always, thank you so much for your time on the program, and we're going to be cheering for you guys to be playing deep into November.
Well, thank you. We're very excited. Our kids are very excited about it, and this group of kids are some of the is one of the better groups that I've ever had as far as the senior leadership and these kids working hard and doing the right things. And it's a lot of fun to go to practice and with these guys and to be around them and hang out with them.
Well, they're a lot of fun to watch too. Thanks again for your time, Coach.
Thank you.
Don't go away. A quick commercial timeout before we head back to the studio for new football highlights and our Player of the Week.